I'm Choi from Seoul Metropolitan Government. I'm in charge of design policy, right night landscape. Welcome to everyone. 제가 오늘 발표드릴 거는
Today, my presentation has the title of Fund Design and Seoul Landmark. So, I thought about the presentation on fund design over the past few days, but I was worried about this because my presentation should be fun as well. But today, I will talk about the Design Seoul, which is Seoul's policy, and I will talk about Seoul Fund, which is the Seoul's projects. And I will also talk about Seoul Landmark, which is related to lighting. First, let me start with the Design Seoul. Seoul would like to revive itself based on design. And this is the mayor of Seoul, Mr. Oh Se-hoon. And Mr. Oh, he is the mayor. However, from 2006 to 2010, he served as mayor as well. And up to now, from 2007 to 2010, we had this project called Design Seoul. And we had Soft Seoul, which was our initiative. Before that, Seoul was more of a hard and boring city. However, to change this image, we developed a soft city strategy. So even though it is not feasible, it is a human-centric and participatory and city where you can enjoy walking. That is why in 2022, we started Design Seoul 2.0, and we formulated 5 strategies. And the first factor was fun walking. The second is easy access, and the third is staying impressed. And these are our spatial strategies. And what is interesting is that Seoul has been the capital of Korea for 650 years, and it was the capital of Joseon Dynasty. So it has a historical aspect, but at the same time, it is the leading city of K-pop. So we developed this time strategy which encompasses historical and modern aspects. So Gwanghwamun and Insadong, you can find some traditional aspects, but DDP represents the modern aspect of Seoul. And we also identified 5 principles such as empathetic design and inclusive design. And let's focus on number 1 and number 3, which are empathetic design and contribution design. These are strategic approaches taken by Seoul. So what about empathetic design? Many people should feel the same thing. So the urban space is shared by so many people, so we need empathy within this space. And for contribution design, it means that Seoul is a big city, so we have to make contribution to other cities. That is the core of our strategy. And under these 5 strategies and principles, we identified 15 sub-principles. And today, I will focus on Seoul Fun, which is number 3 for empathetic design. And after Mayor Oh came back to office, he wanted a fun design which can bring about joy to the citizens of Seoul. That is why in 2022, we started to think about fun in daily lives, and we thought about festival and media and health as well. That's what, and as a result, in 2023, we formulated a Seoul Fun Design Recipes 30, and we didn't call it a guideline. Instead, it is called recipes. And taste and greatness are the same in Korean. That is why we chose this word recipe to talk about various experiences and healthy relationship. These are the core purpose of the fun design in Seoul. So we have different ideas. However, it is all about new discovery and fun communication and interest for people. So at first we had 5 factors, but for health and daily life and culture, these are the three major parts we focus on with our activities. And we have 10 know-hows for fun design, including defamiliarization and exaggeration. And we also formulated 10 principles of fun design to prevent collision of the existing policies while we make Seoul a fun city. I cannot share all of the projects we have done, but I will give you the outline of major projects. And we have 6 types of projects: surprising, interacting, feeling, relaxing, enjoying, and playing. So these are 6 types of projects. But we cannot categorize all the projects into one of these factors. However, we try to embrace as many factors as possible. The first factor is a surprising aspect, so we can have fun in our daily lives. So in 2023, we had a Seoul Light Gwanghwamun Festival, and Gwanghwamun area is special for Seoul citizens, and it is a Seoul's landmark. And we worked with artists to create a whole new enjoyment and amazing aspect of the city. And this is a Seoul Light DDP, and we could show the beauty of the building, and we could work with the artworks of Mr. Kim Hwan-gi, who is an iconic artist in Korea. And we also worked with the Ten Archer, to show the landscape of Seoul, which was breathtaking. And we used aurora, which was confined to Northern Europe, but Korean and Seoul citizens could enjoy the aurora through our work. And you can see this in Yeouido this year, and it was initiated last year. An artistic director, the art director, did a great job last year. And citizens wanted this festival to continue. That was the feedback we received. And Gwanghwamun, DDP, and Han River, these are the landmarks of Seoul, and we are going to have festivals in these areas continuously. The second aspect is interaction. And this is the bike road within the Han River, and sometimes they run over people. So that is why we used this light for safety. So it is the place where safety interaction is made. And this is another innovative design we adopted. And this is the canopy for subway station. And you can see the weather information and the number of entrance gate. And we are planning to adopt this technology. This is not only about delivering information. This is the interaction based on our senses. So, which is an interesting example. And the third one is a feeling. So this is another example which is interesting. And this is winter in Han River, and the weather is really cold during winter time. It was minus 10 degrees Celsius. So we put a transparent dome with steam inside, so that people could enjoy the artwork even in an outdoor setting. And at night time, we can have a different feeling with all the lighting. And next, it is about relaxing aspect related to leisure. So, for example, we designed this benches. So it was adopted in Han River, and you can see it when you go there actually. So these are comfortable benches where people can sit on and enjoy the landscape of Han River. And we also put the bed type chair in front of the river, and that's very lightweight chair, so you can actually move around the chair. And this is the Cheonggyecheon area, and we put some fun chairs, and the design of the table is very traditional, as a traditional table for Korea. So people could enjoy tea, as you see in the pictures. And this is installation in Tuksum area. So this is some sort of a ride which has the function of a chair at the same time. And the fifth element is enjoying. So this is the reference image, not the actual image. And this tower is for water purification. And we made this into artwork. And this kind of a sculpture, the color would change with wind. So that is why it is even more beautiful at nighttime. And we have this Sejong Cultural Art Center, and we developed a media art platform, and we used the artworks of another iconic Korean artist, Lee Jung-seop, and we animated his artwork so that people could enjoy the artworks at nighttime. And from 2007, we started Design Seoul 1.0. And back then, we had a city gallery project. And we also had the Seoul Museum project. And it has evolved into making new types of artwork in the city. The next element is playing. Playing is important within the city. That's our idea. And we have Yeoinaru Station, which is the closest subway station from here. And you can find Runner Station there. And Runner Station, actually Yeouido is Mecca for runners, so it has 8.4 kilometers. So if you make 5 laps, it is similar to the marathon distance. So if you if you take exit number 2, you can start running the running course in Yeouido. And you can also get running lessons with a treadmill, and you can enjoy other types of training here before going out there and start running. So if you visit a runner station, you can actually see this training station yourself. And this is under the Mapo-daegyo Bridge. And we made this space under the bridge. And it has an interesting concept. So here we have track, but it can be shared by bikes and skateboards. And for the first time in the world, this track can be used by people in wheelchairs. And actually, when we designed this track, people with disabilities participated. And there was a high school student who was disabled only a year ago, and he wanted to run, but he ran this track in wheelchair, and he made great inputs to design this track. And you can see it yourself too. And this is the playing ground for senior citizens, and we have more and more dementia patients in Korea. And for those patients, we created this ground for simple playing. And this is to maintain your cognitive skills. And it was targeted for people over 65 years. However, now people in their 40s also enjoy this playground a lot. So we try to embrace different age groups, from children to the senior citizens, and we are making efforts in this direction. And if we expand to include the night time, I believe that lighting could play an even greater role. And the last aspect I would like to talk about is the Seoul landmark. As I said, Gwanghwamun is an iconic landmark in the city. And to create this plaza, we started the work in 2009, and it has been already 15 years. It was recreated with the media artist. And I believe that we imposed a new character to the space. Even though the physical aspect remains the same, the light and content could transform the space into something else. And this is DDP, completed in 2014. And this is an iconic work of Hadid. And this is a beautiful building. And I talked about Mr. Kim Hwan-gi, and his artworks were transformed into media art to paint the DDP building. And I believe that the policy should be all about having a new landmark in the city. So instead of building physical landmarks, now it is time for us to use light and colors to have new types of landmarks in the city. That is why November 2023, we developed this color called Sky Coral, and it was presented by our mayor. And Sky Coral expresses the sky of Han River during summertime. So we have 4 seasons, and we have different colors of sunset for 4 seasons. But people visit Han River the most during summer, so that's why we benchmarked the color Sky Coral, and we have applied the color to different buildings in city. And this is the Seoul Metropolitan Government Building, and this is Namsan and Seoul Tower, and this is a DDP. And this is Seoul Botanical Garden. And this is the World Cup Bridge. And this is Gwanghwamun Plaza. This is Sebisom. And this is the tallest building in Seoul, which is Lotte World Tower. As you saw, we developed the Seoul's color, which is a Sky Coral. So even though we have physical limitations, we apply the same color to different landmarks so that we can have a new feeling at nighttime. And for Seoul Tower and Lotte World Tower, these are private buildings, but they also adopted Seoul's color to participate in creating landmarks in the city. And I showed you the case of a World Cup Bridge, and we are going to present a new color of Seoul every year. So next year, when we have a new color, those colors will be applied to our landmarks. I believe the lighting can go beyond the physical space, and this is the sort of source of future landmarks. Thank you for your attention.